Meanwhile, usually he's absolutely frothing at the mouth about something or other, but I think he's quite pleased today. We'll find out. Dr. Roger Givolb is CEO of Fair Money, personal finance and credit expert. Joins me now. Dr. Roger, good morning.
Good morning, James.
It's very nice to have you on board. People will notice that your accent isn't necessarily intrinsic and localised. Where have you? I don't know. Where does the accent come from?
I'm originally from Chicago. I've been British as well as American for many years. I think your comment is very apposite, very good. I just add one thing. America is in part what it is because of the huge amount of resources, natural resources that it has. But I have to say, there's one resource that America is pretty short on, which is irony. And
I love this country.
This country is absolutely drowning in it. We can laugh at each other and ourselves in a way that nobody else in the world can. And that's that's my vote for what makes Britain great.
Because I always think that the best people to ask about Britain are people who live here, work here, love being here, but have been somewhere else. Because then you have a different perspective, and you're absolutely that person. So from your perspective, when you see the Jubilee and the flags, I mean, there are some people going, oh, it's just like Nazi Germany, we put the flags out. It's like, no, it's like, hang on a second, have you not seen Regent Street? Have you not seen the Mall with the great Union flag, the Union Jack, the flag? I think it's one of the world's greatest flags. It's a beautiful thing, it's vibrant, it's colourful, it's emotive, and when you put it in big form, and it's hung, and when you see the sunshine, and the sun shines on a bit of British Union Jack bunting. I mean, nobody does bunting like this country. Nobody does a flag like this country. It's fabulous.
Absolutely. Everywhere you look, there. I mean, I don't know about everybody, but I'm really looking forward to the next few days. Everywhere you look, there's cases of champagne and strawberries piled high. And people
English fizz as well, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, and people talking about not much other than the celebrations around Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee. And at the same time, James, I'm getting an incredible number of complaints about the event, as you say. As one person said, here we are with one of the richest women in the world celebrating a birthday that most of us have got no chance whatsoever of ever reaching. And now we're going to celebrate with one of the 4-day holidays, which loses 2 days of productivity, and this with 500,000 small UK businesses about to go to the wall in the next few months.
Stop already. I've had enough.
According to the Federation of Small Business.
Who is this from?
This is from the Federation of Small Businesses.
Sack them. Get rid of them. They are a useless entity that doesn't understand how important things like this are for small businesses.
Absolutely.
The fact that we've got high streets who are doing special events that will bring people back to the high street. The fact that we have a British flag that people are proud of and can trade off. The fact that we've got a nation that has a monarchy that brings national and international tourism like no other. The fact that we've got the most impressive and open economy. This Federation of Small Businesses, that's what they think, then they have become less and less relevant over the years and more politicised for their own agenda. They're not interested in their members, they're not interested in small business, and they haven't got a clue.
Well, here, I mean, the biggest complaint is not from the Federation, it's from all kinds of people that are complaining to me about the £1 billion that the celebrations will cost. Pardon me. Now, to hear people describe how they feel about this money being spent at this time is, I felt it was like listening to people talk about Partygate. Now, the thing is, I think perhaps they should think a little bit more and look at the numbers.
This isn't just money being spent on a party there, Roger. This is money being spent on an investment. This gives us worldwide coverage that makes people think, hang on a second, look at Great Britain, the sun is shining, what an amazing place. I'm going to book my holiday there. I'm going to go and buy a British made item. Britain is leading the world. Yes, please, thank you.
Absolutely. And look at the numbers. If it cost the government another $15 billion just now for Mr. Sunak's windfall assistance to give us each an average of £500, then that means that this celebration at £1 billion is going to cost us £33 each. Now, that means that we are getting a net cash gift of 467 quid plus a great party. Do you really need the £33? I'll bet that a lot of people are going to want the money back, all the moaners, but I think the majority of Britons, James, are going to be happy to spend £33 and a whole lot more over the next 4 days.
Well, I think they are as well, and I think the majority of people will really embrace the fact that we got this Jubilee weekend. I think most people in the country, even if you don't agree with them, with the constitutional monarchy as a concept, I think most people will say that Her Majesty the Queen has done an amazing job. And also, I think as our society has become more and more perhaps celebrified in various things, and you realise that the pressure of doing this particular role is not, you know, this wonderful, they live in their palaces and aren't, you know, don't they have an amazing lifestyle? I think there are quite a lot of aspects of it that are really not very attractive at all. Meanwhile, let's talk about...
Can I just say, it's so naive to take that view. This is never about the Queen. That's a pretext. This is always for the people, James, and nobody does it better than us.
Absolutely right. Spot on. Working from home or back to the office, I mean, this is the great thing. And there are some people who are now turning it into the latest culture war. I don't understand why people think that it's a binary thing, that you either work from home or you work from the office. I would say that the very best models are ones which allow you to do what your business wants and what you want, and to give you flexibility. So a little bit of hybrid, thanks.
Well, totally, except that it's becoming the employer's choice. This battle at the OK Corral is heating up. It all started a couple of days ago when the head of machine learning at Apple, an extraordinarily senior executive in the USA, walked. He threw his toys out of his pram because Apple demanded people come back 1 day a week. Then they upped it a week or two later to 2 days a week. And when he said, fine. And then when they upped it to 3, he walked and went to Google. And masses of people have followed him and said, right, that's it. We're not coming back 5 days a week. Not going to happen. And that's going to, that wave is going to hit these shores here. Now, you know, we are in the lowest unemployment, the greatest worker shortage in the last 50 years. So employees do have a fair bit of leverage, but it's not going to last forever.
Absolutely, it's not going to last forever. Dr. Roger Gievell, we are out of time, but thank you so much for joining us this morning. Dr. Roger is CEO of Fair Money, personal finance and credit expert. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here on Talk TV, where next we're going to